We'll catch this one, just to start with.
That was clean, wasn't it?
It was. It's good. It's a great start. Okay, all I'm going to do is slingy feed on one bounce. All I like to do is just to transfer our weight from foot to foot. Just think about getting head and hands in line.
Okay.
All right. There's the sighter. Nice, mate. Just tuck up your feet ever so slightly, too far. Just go a little bit further out, that's it. Yeah, spot on. Nice.
Kind of feels like if I got one in the shin here, I'd kind of deserve it as well, wouldn't it? So.
We're actively avoiding the shins. Here we go, 2 more. One. Great. For these next few, can we go down and look to touch the floor and then rise up?
Okay. So.
All right. So literally down and rise up. That is exactly
no
it.
worries. Having a gym workout here as well. Dumps like a truck. I think that's how the song went, wasn't it?
That's exactly how the song went. Good. Good take. That was nice. Yes. Good. That was the best one yet. Nice. Man. We'll pause there. This is nice. So naturally our hands have just started to come together, which I think is the best way to go. I think as soon as we have hands apart, and then we're trying to bring them together, it's just one extra thing to think about.
Makes sense.
And we've got enough to think about. In terms of how we're moving really nicely actually, getting across. I'd say just don't panic when we get to that ball.
Yeah, okay.
Just as that ball comes to us,
snappy.
we're just a little bit nervous. That's probably more of a in our head thing rather than anything else. But just let the ball come and then just close the thumbs around it. The position we're moving is really nice, transferring our weight well. Just try and keep those big toes on the floor.
Yeah, okay.
That big toe just started to rise there on that left side.
Okay.
Really try and drive it into the floor. Good work.
So you're almost kind of like putting the weight on the inside of the...
Yeah, very similar. All through the ball of our foot.
Yeah.
Obviously not to the point where we're trying to those knees start to fall in, but like you say, we are literally just trying to drive everything onto these toes. Good man. Excellent work. Hey, lovely stuff. So, what you're going to do is, feet are just going to go either side of the hurdle, essentially sort of halfway down the legs. What we want to do here, we want to get hands out in front, and wherever we catch that ball, we want it to be out in front of the hurdle.
Okay.
All right. We're just going up a notch.
Levels. About here? Happy?
Yeah, perfect. All about progression. Oh, spot on. Yeah, nice. Work. Good take. Just go the smallest of fractions backwards with your feet.
That's there?
Yes. Take. Again, good effort. Good man. So for that one, I wanted to imagine that there's almost like we end up being like a table football person. You've got a massive metal bar through your hips. The only way you can move is that way and this way.
Okay.
All right, because all I wanted to do is I want this hip to drive across. So that we can really think about getting everything in line. But the hip is the thing that leads that.
Okay.
What you'll find is that sometimes you'll end up catching the ball there, and you'll almost try and create space for yourself, but actually you end up in a bit of a, it's a squiffy, squiffy position. I'm just going to throw some to your right and to your left. Just think about really driving these hips across. Your knees end up almost coming slightly towards the ball.
So I feel like going left is okay. I think this way I kind of just twist on the...
And you're right side dominant as well, aren't you, as a right-hander?
Yeah.
And that's quite a common thing. I feel people are a lot more mobile on their left side, and then with their right, they'll just twist.
Yeah.
So let's just do, just from a sort of stood start,
Okay.
bend the knees a bit, and then we're just trying to catch up there. But really think about driving those hips across. We go that way, nice. A little bit higher. There, that's it. Sorry, a little bit higher. Good man, that's it. Excellent. Good. All right, let's translate that back into this.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
Stay down.
Good, well weighted.
Sorry.
With the hands. Good. Great.
Yeah.
I saw you really try that was great.
Just try and force it afterwards.
That's it. The awareness is key. Like the thing I love most is that when someone catches a ball but doesn't quite think that they've got into the right position, so afterwards they'll sort of catch the ball and then go, actually I need to be there. But I think that awareness is really important.
Yeah.
Because obviously if you're not aware of what you're doing, then improving is going to be challenging.
Yeah, true.
Let's do 4. Yes. Just those down. Good man. Good. That was a great one. Good. Now, that was epic. Those last few were great because we've ended up just rising. There's a few times where we end up going elbows first and the fingers rise, and then we have to throw back down. Just for these last few, take that out of the way. I want us to try and, the hands are going to come out, and just before we rise up, I just want us to brush those fingernails, just drive them back ever so slightly, and then rise up exactly like that. An exponential graph. If you think y equals x squared, that's good math reference.
Bring it in. You can tell you're a teacher, can't you?
But if you think about that graph, it starts quite slow and then really rises steeply, and that's effectively what we want to do with our fingers in order to make sure that our first movement isn't there and it's just rising up.
Like drag those fingers.
Ready? Oh, just yes.
Hey, I'm a good student. No.
Make a really conscious effort just to drive it back a touch. Yeah, great effort. Good man. Try and get everything in line. Good effort, great effort. Good effort, good effort. Nice and relaxed. Yes. Do 6. Good man, well done. Good, 3. Difference is slight, but actually it makes a massive difference in making sure that those fingers don't rise up.
Just another conscious. It's funny, isn't it? It's one of those one of those things that will become unconscious. Like that first session we did the other summer, where it was a case of go down, kind of touch your elbows. Like that's instinctive for me now. I can't not do it. Nice. But before I did it, I wouldn't have had a clue that that was the right thing to have done.
It's one of those, the more you can ingrain it in sort of the drills that you do and the work that you do, the easier it becomes.
Yes.
But the same goes with mistakes or things that actually won't help you, so you end up getting yourself into really bad habits as well. Yeah. So let's go behind the stumps this time. Yep. We're going to catch with this heavy ball, so it's about it's about 10 ounces. Yep. What I'd like us to do, because we're catching really nicely, we're in a great position now where we're getting down, we're transferring our weight, which is brilliant. Hands are starting low, just think about that brush again.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do is we're going to catch along this line. Basically the base of this stump, imagine there's a line that runs all the way through it. And whenever that ball is here, 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 we want to catch on that line.
Intercept it there.
Effectively, it's like a VAR thing. We don't want all the ball to go past the line, but we also don't want to push towards it. It's a bit of a tricky one.
It's a fine art, this keeping job, isn't it?
Absolutely. So if we think about intercepting that ball on that line, wherever that ball is.
Gotcha.
Can we try and keep our hands nice and strong?
Yeah.
I reckon as soon as we catch, can we catch and hold? Man, great start.
It is quite a bit heavier, that, hey?
It is heavier. Heavier than the blue one. Good man. That's really solid.
Sorry. Come on. Let's get the return throws back nice.
Just aim for the phone. Hey, great work. It's just making sure that everything's in line, and then when that ball comes to us, boom.
Okay.
We're keeping everything really strong. I think what we'll do, especially when we move back to a normal cricket ball, you'll be like, what is this?
Yeah,
like
sure.
super light. But the main aim, just to try and keep those hands really strong. We don't want the ball to beat us. We don't want to end up catching it and bringing it back.
Yep.
I think the typical sort of keeping way that's been done for years is that we catch and we give. Because actually, we're not catching any sort of cannonball, and we can literally just go there. As long as we've got a nice sort of soft bend with our elbows, that energy is all going to dissipate into our arms, like sort of like a natural sort of suspension on a bike, and then catch hold, and it's just going to give that distance back to the stumps is going to be nice and short.
Yeah.
And if the batter does come out the crease,
You're
minimal
there, rather
chances.
than-
That's it.
Yeah. God, yeah.
Yes. Again, trying to think about that hip driving across.
Yeah.
Excellent work. Man. Nice, great set. Two main steps that we need stood up to the stumps.
Yeah.
One is that little offside step.
Yeah.
The other is the leg side snap.
Yeah.
What we're going to look at to start with is this little offside step.
Sure.
From our normal setup position, we're just going to take the smallest of steps across.
Yeah.
All right. We are talking sort of from here to there. Yeah. No more. No more. Stay on the ball of our foot. Keep those toes driving down. Look to try and keep that foot nice and straight as well.
Yeah.
As soon as we open, that's when we're going to twist and it's all going to go.
Yeah. The laziness steps in.
We don't mind twisting too much, but it gets a little bit awkward out there. We load up on this foot, we load up, catch, and then we're going to push back towards that stump.
Okay.
Good effort. Probably a little bit big.
Yeah.
Good, that's it. Spot on. Okay. Good man.
Quite easy to be lazy as well, isn't it?
Absolutely. Excellent work. Yes. Good man.
It's good fun, this, isn't it?
Yes. Spot on. Everything drives back as well. Good man. 3.
Oh, get it in
wrist,
the
we love
gloves,
it.
boy.
2 more. Good work. 1. Excellent. Yes. Don't forget to commit across as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Excellent work.
Destroyed him.
Take
Square
out.
leg umpire said not out as well.
Let's just go leg side. So we'll start with the right hand bat.
Yep.
We'll go underarm feed, past that leg stump. I want us to go catch with 2 hands,
Yeah.
and then we snap across. Hand's going to go across first, then we're going to snap.
Yeah.
We're going to try and keep the balls of our feet on this line as we go.
Yeah.
All right?
Gotcha.
There. Now, there was a very clear little drag there
Yeah.
in the hands. That was excellent.
Yeah, it's clicking.
It's getting
clicking.
there. Excellent work. Head and hands first.
Yeah.
We'll take a little pause, and then that right foot's going to drive
Yeah,
across.
okay.
That's it. That was left foot.
Yeah.
Good effort.
Yeah,
Can
a
we
bit
see?
further.
It ends up getting to about middle,
Yeah.
and then we end up just dragging
Slide
it a
it.
touch. If we can think about going here,
Yeah.
head and hands, and then really think about driving across.
Yeah, okay.
All right? Can we get this right foot past the leg stump
Yeah.
every single time? Yes, that's better.
Yeah.
Yes, great.
That's better.
Now, this left foot,
Yeah.
we land heel first at the moment.
Okay.
Okay.
Toes.
So can we just think
Jeez.
ball of our foot, ball of our foot?
Yeah, some building blocks here.
Yes, nice.
Yeah.
Nice and stable. Good effort. Man, well done. Still allow that left foot to go. We don't
further,
want to
yeah.
get to a stage where we're too narrow.
Yeah.
We want to essentially start where, finish where we've started.
Okay.
Same sort of width as
Yeah.
we go across. Couple more. Good work. Man, good effort. Yes.
It's coming forward, isn't it?
That was better. That was good.
Yeah, that's nice.
Really nice take. Excellent work. That was a good one to finish on. Yeah. Let's just go the other way for 6.
Yeah.
Good man. Let's think again, ball of our foot with that right foot. Yes. Proper, mate. Well done. Good man. Hey, good take. Good take. One more. Good effort.
Just climb on.
Just about. Yes.
It's harder coming back that way.
So, and it'll be because our momentum's taking us this way and we're holding it with 2 hands. If we go, catch, and then look at transferring into just our left hand and taking it back.
Sure.
I think it'll be easier and it'll look smart as well, which is the most important thing. Good effort. Yeah, look where that right foot just ended up, just in front. Okay. Try and stay on that one plane of motion. Yes.
That's 2 hands again, come on. I mean, the looking nice bit isn't the most important bit here, is it? But
it is the most important bit. That is so light. Again, feet just coming forwards, just think about working on that one line. There. Yes. 5 to go. No. There. Excellent work.
Still going.
That's all right.
Better, I think.
We'll do 2. Yes. One more.
Yeah.
One more. Good man. Nice.
Nice. They were 2, in terms of the motion coming back, they were better finishes, weren't they?
Absolutely. So we started with just looking at slightly slingy feeds, looking at transferring our weight from foot to foot. What we ended up doing there was going a little bit lower and starting with our fingertips down, touching the floor, and actually starting with our hands together, which I think is a really good way of starting. It just takes another element of thought out. And there's so much going on anyway, trying to keep things as simple as possible is ideal. Yeah. From there, we just stuck the hurdle in the way just to make sure that our hands were nice and clear. We were moving really nicely. Just remember to keep those toes down. And so as soon as we end up going here, we end up starting to fall back and twisting a touch. Think about driving those hips across, which we did brilliantly as we got through. We then caught with a heavy ball. And I think it was really good because we ended up going catch and hold right out in front. We're looking to meet the ball on that line just behind the stumps. And if we can just intercept it, it's going to put us in a great space to not only catch a ball, minimize the amount of deviation when there's a nick, but also if a foot does come out the crease, boom, we've caught it and we driven back. Not to forget the little drag just as we started. Just be wary that we don't want to go here and then all the way back, because that then defeats the point of the drag, because we then get stuck back between our knees anyway. 2 steps, that little offside step, just make sure we're on the ball of our foot, it's nice and light, and then we push back, and then the leg side, just work on that one line. If we can go, if you go in a sports hall or wherever, somewhere in South Africa or Australia, wherever you next keep, just try to focus on going on that line, head and hands go across first, and then we snap across. That was good, man. Smashed it. Thanks so much, mate. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.